Our lesson today is the square root. The square root is a mathematical definition. It's very important in our life. We use this definition to calculate some values. The square root, for example, to understand the meaning of the square root, you know that 5 by 5 equals 25 and negative 5 by negative 5 equals 25 also. Then we can say that the square root of 25 is positive or negative 5. Now we want to find the square root of 25 equals 5 and negative square root equals negative 5. The square root sign means the positive value of the square root. When we find the square root sign, we mean the positive square root. For example, the square root of 64 equals, look at the right, you can find the value of the square root by using the factorization. 64 divided 2 equals 32, divided 2 equals 16, divided 2 equals 8, divided 2 equals 4, divided 2 equals 2, divided 2 equals 1. Now, we want to calculate the value of the square root. From two values, we take only one. Each two values, we take only one value, like the example. Then, we can find the square root of 64 equals 2 times 2 times 2, which equals 8. The square root of 36 a power 4 p power 2 p power 4 equals 36 a power 2 p power 2. That means we can find the square root of the number 36 alone. Then we divide the power under root divided by 2. For example, a power 4 equals a power 2, p power 4 equals p power 2, as an example. The square root of 0.0049 equals 0.07. Here, the square root of 25 x power 2 y power 2 over 36, which equals 5xy over 6. Now we translate into another example. Find the value of the following. Number 1, square root of 16 equals 4 times 4, which equals 4. Number 2, positive or negative square root of 2500, which equals positive or negative 50. Number 3, negative square root 64 over 25, which equals 8 over 5. Number 4, positive or negative square root of 1.44, which equals positive or negative 1.2. Number 5, negative square root mixed number 11 over 25 equals negative under square root 36 over 25, which equals 6 over 5. Example 2. Find the value of the following numbers. Find the square root of the following numbers. 64. The square root of 64 equals positive or negative under square root 64, which equals positive or negative 8. Here I want to take your attention when I ask you to find the square root, you must find the two values of the square root. For example, number 2, the square root of 144 equals positive or negative under square root 144, which equals positive or negative 12. 9 over 25, the square root of 9 over 25 equals positive or negative 9 over 25, which equals positive or negative 3 over 5. Number 4, 6 1 over 4 mixed number, square root equals positive or negative 25 over 4, which equals positive or negative 5 over 2. Number 5, we want to calculate the square root of 0.0049, which equals positive or negative under square root 0.0049 equals positive or negative 0.07. Example number 3. Calculate the value of the following. Square root of 49 a power 4 over 25 p power 6. By using the definition of the square root, which equals 7 a power 2 over p power 3. Number 2, 16 p power 8 over 12 n or h power to the power negative the power 2 equals 4p power 4 over 11 h. Number 3, the square root of 49 a power 4 p power 2 over 9 equals 7 a power 2 p over 3. Now we want to find the calculate of 25xy power 2 over 30x, which equals 5xy over 6. Complete. Now we want to find the multiplicative inverse of square root 4 over 25 is number 2, the additive inverse of under square root 0.49 is number 3, square root a power 4 p power 8. Number 4, if 2x equals square root of 36, then x equals number 5, square root of 10 power 2 minus 6 power 2 equals number 6, 2 power 2 plus under square root 25 equals. The answer in the next page, the answer of number 1 is 5 over 2. The answer of number 2 is negative 0.7. The answer of number 3 is a power 2 p power 4. The answer of number 4 is x equals 3. The answer of number 5 is 8. And the answer of number 6 is 3. Now I want to revise with you some important rules, which are the area of the square equals side by side. The side length of the square equals under square root of the area. The area of the circle equals by r squared. The radius length of the circle equal under square root the area divided by. Now we want to take an example for these rules. The area of the square equals 0.49 meters squared. Find its perimeter. To find the perimeter of the square, you must calculate the side length of the square. Number 2, the area of the circle equals 154 centimeters squared. Find the radius length of the circle, given by equals 22 over 7. The answer of number 1, the side length of the square equals under square root 0.04, which equals 0.7. The perimeter equals side by 4, perimeter of the square equals side by 4, which equals 0.7 by 4 equals 2.8 centimeter. The answer of number 2, the radius length of a circle equals the area over pi equals 154 over pi, which is given by 22 over 7 equals 7 centimeter. Applications on the square root. Some applications on the square root. The area of the square root equals 0.49 centimeter. Find its perimeter. The area of the circle equals 154. Calculate its radius length. The answer you see before this with more details. Here, I want to remember you the circumference of the circle equals 2 by r, which equals 2 by 22 over 7 by 7 equals 44 centimeter. Thank you, goodbye, and good luck.